So yesterday's class, what we have discussed, what is the difference between static web resources and dynamic web resources? What is the difference between languages, technologies, frameworks? What is the difference between business logic versus application logic? What is the difference there? Similarly, primary logic versus secondary logics. Primary logics, we call them business services. Secondary logics, we call them middleware services or aspects. So this is what we discussed yesterday. Now let's see what are the fundamental requirements for building a web application. Suppose we want to building a web application means starting from construction to until deployment, going live. So what are the requirements for building some web application? Many requirements are there. The first one is technologies. You are building some application means we need some softwares. Softwares means we know we have three types available: client, server, database. So we need to run some programs at client side. We need to run some program at server side. We need to construct and manage the database. So three technologies required. One for client side, second for server side, third one database. Client side, what tools we have used? JavaScript, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, jQuery. So whatever they are, they come under client side. Server side means? Yeah. Adi client side. Okay. React in client side. Server side means Python. So, okay, present we are in Python, so Python. Otherwise, Python, Java, .NET, PHP, Ruby, Cold Fusion. These are server side. Python with Django. Still, we have not started. Database, SQL. Whether it is Oracle SQL or SQL Server SQL or MySQL SQL, whatever it is, like this. So, first three technologies that are required. The second one, IDEs. To build the application faster, easier, we take the help of IDEs. Generally, in the front-end design, we have used one popular IDE, Visual Studio Code. So like that, to build applications, and here we are talking about Django. That's why what IDEs are used for Django. So we have something like PyCharm. PyCharm is the very first option for building web applications using Django. Then we have Spider. That is one more available. Komodo. Okay, Komodo is one more we can use there. IDE. We have Eclipse we can use. Eclipse popular for Java, but Django also we can use. Visual Studio Code. Even you can build the applications VS Code also. But majority of the programmers, they prefer PyCharm. But PyCharm right now we are not going to implement. In the final sessions, I will show you. Why? Because the reason is PyCharm is a commercial product. It's not open source. We have to purchase it. So that's why if we install now itself, it provides a trial version. Kabatti better we will install it later. But how to get PyCharm means jetbrains.com. This is the official website where we can get PyCharm for Python, IntelliJ IDEA used by Java developers. And to build applications in Java, Eclipse is the basic IDE. Otherwise, they will use IntelliJ IDEA. Hibernate, Spring Boot, you can build there. So Okay, jetbrains.com. This is the official website. Full-fledged professional or free community. Just we can choose the download option here. Django, Flask, these two Python-based frameworks to build applications, we can use it. So when we go here, they will provide something like free 30-day trial. 30-day trial period they will provide. Just you click on download. If you have Windows.exe, it will do. So other OS they will give like this. Just click on download, it will provide the software. Installation, implementation, we'll see later. Why right now? Okay, now. So we'll see it later. But one IDE required. The third one is design patterns or design architectures. Mainly web related when we take or web related gadu client server applications when we take two type of patterns they are used. One is MVC, second one MVT. So almost every programming language or every framework, it will use MVC design pattern, model view controller. But Django, it uses its own design pattern called MVT, which stands for model view template. Model represents the database storage implementation. Views, it will have different meanings there. Template also different meaning. I will show you. Then runtime environment. So I have built one application using Python. Now I want to launch it live. Like whoever worked with React, I think no one. I think you attended. In React Final, what we did, we have taken one live website there, like live host we have taken. From our system, we send the data to that website, we stored there. And from there, we are getting the things. API calls and generally in languages. So that live we have run it. Similarly, if we want, once the application was built, I want to run my application live. For that, we can take the help of some cloud services. Particularly to run Django applications, we can use pythonanywhere.com. You can launch your website and you can make it live. Otherwise, Heroku. It is a cloud service provided by IBM, Amazon AWS, Google GCP, Google Cloud Platform. Some real-time environment we can use to build the applications. Okay, na? So first of all, let's see what exactly is Django. What is Django? I want to describe in single word. So what is Django? So we can say like it is a Python based high level web application framework that allows us to build web applications. This is important with less code and time, and hence by reducing the application development costs. Single line Django, if we want to describe, just we can describe like this. What is Django like? First one, it's a Python based framework. So it is used to build applications for Python only. Spring is used for Java based applications. .NET is used for .NET related and ASP.NET related applications like that. It is completely a Python based high level. High level means what? More abstraction. High level at more abstraction. More abstraction means what? With less code, we'll provide more functionality. Less code, more functionality. That we call it high level. So it's a web application framework. What Django is used for? It is used to build websites for computers and mobile devices. Computers and mobile devices. You can build web application to run on computer, even your mobile also. Kabatti web applications for computers and mobile devices. And it allows us to build web applications with less time and code. Why? Django, using Django, we can build applications with less code. Why? Reason Japan. Without knowing what is Django, but still I can say I can build web applications with less code in Django. Why?
The inbuilt functionality is available. Inbuilt model is available in Django. So that's why less code.
The simple reason is it is a Python based framework. What is the main advantage with Python? Why Python? We discussed less code. So because it is Python based framework, it uses less coding. So when you are using less code means automatically the application development time, the application development costs, they can be reduced. That's what. And how this language has come. This language was named on the name of a person, Django Reinhardt, guitarist. And how Python has come. Why it was named Python? So Django, the name was derived from that guitarist. And how Python has come? లే రామాయణం అంతా విని కల్కి సినిమా చూసినట్టుంది. Flying Circus is the serial name. But Flying Circus lo you don't have Python. Flying Circus serial produced by Monty Python. Because the author is a fan of that person, he named the language Python. Okay, that's it. So like that, on this person, Django Reinhardt, so on that name, the name Django was built. The official website of Python is, what is the official website of Python? ఎంత చెప్పుకుంటుంటాం క్లాస్ లో మాకు స్టూడెంట్స్ ఉన్నారు నిజంగా ఎక్సలెంట్ కేక తురుములు తోపులు ఏం ఐఫోన్ అన్నిటికీ అమ్మాయి ఆన్సర్ చేయాలంటే ఎట్టమ్మా
పైథాన్ 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 ఓఆర్జీ అంటే నార్మల్
python.org official website of Python python.org and the official website of Django is djangoproject.com djangoproject.com. Python was maintained by
FD.
currently
Python.
being maintained by, what is that?
Python FB, Python Foundation Development.
Almost you are very near. Currently it is being maintained by, I have written some line there. PSF team, Python Software Foundation team. Like that, Django was maintained by DSF team, Django Software Foundation team. This is the community where millions of developers, they are involved in building the Django framework. So when we have Spring framework available, one of the most widely used framework in the market, almost according to some research, more than 60% of IT companies, they are building their applications on Spring. Then we have .NET framework available. Then we have PHP frameworks available. When there are many frameworks available in the market, particularly why we have to go for Django means there are some reasons. The first reason it is faster application development. Why? Because it is taking less code means you can build the applications faster. One main advantage Django has when compared to all other frameworks, అవి జావా కావచ్చు, PHP frameworks కావచ్చు, so whatever it is, when compared to all other frameworks, the main advantage Django has, it is fully loaded. It provides some extra features for our application, like administration features. Administration features means what? You can create users from them. For these users, you can assign specific modules. Like whenever you are building an application, every user is not going to use all requirements. Okay, now every user is not going to access all services. You take banking application, teller, there is one user. Teller is responsible for account and loan data, deposits, withdrawals. When you take accounting manager, he is responsible for account related data only. There is one employee available called field manager who will make loan verifications. So he is responsible for processing loan details. HR. HR is responsible for processing employee details. Okay, now employee details. Like that, each employee is responsible for a particular thing. Like that, depending on what type of users available, what type of functionalities they want, what the admin will do, he will create users first, and depending on the user, the roles are assigned. And this user will be processing these type of files, this user processing these type of files at the admin panel. Actually, when you are working with Java or PHP or something, these all services we have to code. Manam raskoval. But Django no such thing there. It provides by default the admin panel. So that is one first important thing. And yesterday we said something like middleware services. Okay, every application it will have primary logics. Primary logics means mandatory things. Secondary logic, optional features. They are optional, but when we implement them, the application will become more perfect. Like sessions and cookies, security mechanisms, authentications, all these they come under middleware services. All these type of services, they are available built in with the Django. No need to specifically code them. They are available by default. That is the second important reason why we have to use Django. Third one, Django is highly scalable. Actually, server side, when we take the more requests the server can process, the more work can be done. Okay, now in the real time, when we take Gmail, Google server, you take Facebook server, you take, or otherwise a banking server, a railway reservation server. At any time, thousands of users are connected. Only one server available, but how it is providing these many users? Only one server is there, but a server
Sir, your voice is
providing
fluctuating.
services for several. My voice, it's the problem with internet. Just let me check once. Okay, whenever you find disturbance, you stop me. I will repeat it again. So when you take, like for example, I want to make some bus reservation. I want to make bus reservation. I will open browser. I'll open browser and I'll connect to Redbus or Abibus or official website of it. Suppose I have connected to like APSRTC online.in. I want to make some bus reservation. And throughout India, am I the only person accessing this website right now? No. Like me, many people may be connected. So there are several bus stations available. There are several reservation counters available. In each bus station, in each reservation counter, many employees are connected to this website. Actually, there is only one server available. So how it is providing services to these many number of users? Railway station you take in India, how many railway stations are there? How many people are having IRCTC accounts? How many reservation counters are there? In each counter, how many employees are there? Thousands of people, they are connected to the railway server, they are doing the reservation. If only one server is available, how it is providing the services? Ella, how a server is providing services for the users in real time? How? So for that purpose, it uses the concept of threading. There the concept of threading will be done. Whenever a new user is connected to the server to provide services for the user, the server will create a separate process called thread. And it will assign that thread through the user. Mr. Thread, you do services, you provide services for this user. Like that, another user connected, a thread is created, another user, a thread is like how many users are connected to the server, those many threads are running. Each thread is responsible for a particular user. Like when you take a hotel, so each customer, the bearer will be available. That bearer is providing the services. Like that, the threads are created. So the thread will continuously provide the service. Once all the services were done, once the payments complete, once your task was done, the thread is killed. And they are called lightweight. When the user connects, thread is created. Once it disconnects, it will be killed automatically. So the more threads we can create, the more services we can provide. The more users we can provide the service. ఎన్ని థ్రెడ్స్ పాసిబుల్ అయితే అన్ని సర్వీసెస్ ఇవ్వచ్చు. సో ద అడ్వాంటేజ్ ఆఫ్ Django when compared to Java or PHP frameworks is when compared to Java frameworks, when compared to PHP frameworks, it can provide services for more number of users. అయితే which server side programming will perform large number of requests అంటే ultimate is Node.js. Ultimate is Node.js. But these all servers, Django web server, Java servers, or when you take PHP servers, .NET servers, they use multiple threads, multi-threading they will use. But Node.js, it will use only one thread, single threaded. But compared to any server, it performs a large number of request handling. So here, it can handle large number of requests, how they are telling, compared to Java, compared to PHP and .NET frameworks. So that is one more reason why we'll prefer Django. Next, it's versatility. So generally, when you are learning basics of computers, why should I use a computer? So large storage capacity, accuracy, speed, diligence, like that they used to say versatility. Versatility means I can use it in education, I can use it in business, I can use it in science, I can use in research, commerce, anywhere. Like that, Django is versatile in the sense you can use it to build different type of applications. All are web applications, but different types. Like when you take entertainment based, we already discussed it, Netflix built on Django. Social networking sites, when we take Instagram is used. And when we take scientific organizations, NASA website, ISRO website, they are built on Django. Even ISRO also. And when we take like education related, Quora. But you might have heard like Stack Overflow. ఇప్పుడు మీరు ప్రోగ్రామింగ్ లో వర్క్ చేస్తున్నారు. సో whenever you have some technical issues, when you type the issue, immediately you will get solution from Stack Overflow. Like that, Stack Overflow is used for technical related communication only. But any type of thing I want to get the information, Quora. I want to know who is the current CM of Telangana. You can get from Quora. So this is my, according to my date of birth, provide astrology. Quora will give. Okay, now what is the best food we can prepare using like coconut? So it will provide. And any type of things, technical, non-technical, anything you can get there. That Quora website, it was built on Python. Many health organizations related websites. There are plenty of applications available that are built on Django. That's why we have to means it is one of the reason. So you can see here scientific applications, NASA and Visro. And when you take social networking sites, Instagram, entertainment, Netflix, educational Quora, like that different websites are built there. So particularly why we have to choose Django, there are some reasons available. The first thing it is, it follows MVT architecture. What MVT stands for? MVT stands for Model View
Model view
Template
template architecture.
Architecture. This is the design pattern it will use. Models are nothing but they are the classes. Models are nothing but they are the classes in which we will declare the storage structures, database structures, and which database you want to connect, which table you want to access. For each table, we will create one model class. Every table structure, it is represented by the corresponding model class. Generally, in MVC design patterns, views are used for UI purpose and displaying output for the user. .html files, .jsp files, .php files, .asp, we call them views in MVC pattern. But here in Django, view will act as a controller. Controller is the component which is responsible for request handling. Whenever a user submits the request, read the request data, process the request data, if required, connect to the database, submit a SQL request, and based on the response, send a response to the client. That is what exactly request handling. Actually, in MVC pattern, it is implemented by controllers, but here view will take care of it. And what views will do in other frameworks, here templates will do. And there we are using JSP, ASP, PHP files, servlets, whatever we are doing there, that we are going to implement using templates. That is. Next, Django, it uses ORM tool. ORM, it stands for Object Relational Mapping Tool. But what is the purpose of this tool? While working with models, I will tell you. While working with models, I will tell you what is that tool. The next thing here is, in order to run a web application, we need a special software. That is what exactly we call a web server. Okay, now to run a web application, we need a special software. We call it a web server. మీరు బిల్డ్ చేసిన అప్లికేషన్స్ రన్ చేయాలంటే we need it. So .NET, when you are working, building applications on .NET, they will provide a server called IAS. When you take Windows operating systems, they contain a server called IAS, Internet Information Services. When you are working with Java applications, Spring, Hibernate, whatever they are, Servlet, JSP, there you are using Tomcat web server, Apache Tomcat. Otherwise, they will use the servers like Jetty. There is something called JBoss, like different servers are used. WebLogic. WebLogic is also one of the popular server there. If we want to work with PHP, there will be using WAMP, LAMP, MAMP, XAMPP, like that. These are the servers that are used there. WAMP, Windows, A, Apache, M for MySQL, P for PHP, and a built-in database they will provide. Like in Python, we have built-in database. What is the default database available with Python?
SQLite free.
SQLite. Okay, like that PHP provides built-in database MySQL. .NET provides built-in database SQL Server. Java provides built-in database nothing, no built-in database. You have to install separately. So M for MySQL, P for PHP. LAMP means Linux operating system. MAMP means Mac operating system. X means cross-platform. Any OS it will work. Like that. If we want to build applications on Django, it provides a server called DDS, Django Development Server. It provides a special server for us, which stands for DDS, Django Development Server, particularly to build applications. And it is a lightweight server. When you take WAMP, MAMP like that, Apache web server used by Tomcat, Java. So they are lightweight. Lightweight and they want to consume large number of resources. They consume very less memory space. Limited CPU they will access. And with limited resources, we can run. Even in a normal system also, you can run them happily. That's why they are lightweight. Next, these are open source softwares. Open source in the sense they are available free of cost. Second one, source code available. Is there any advantage of providing a product free of cost? So, what is the advantage? Okay, users have the advantage, open source and a free of cost, they can download, they will use. But how the developers will get benefit? Java is an open source product. Python is an open source product. Unix or Linux open source. And they are not built by single persons. So hundreds of people, several years they have spent, they build the product. And even they have invested hundreds of crores. So investing hundreds of crores, like producing Kalki movie, releasing free, how they will get advantage? Like recently you take Geo. They have telecasted IPL for free, World Cup for free. So how they are getting benefited? They are not getting the rights freely.
Sir, a sponsor is
Okay,
provided. That's why it's not a free, sir. Free for us, but a sponsor is investing the money.
broadcast IPL, this Geo people, they have paid almost some thousands of crores to telecast this IPL. And thousands of crores, betty, they are telecasting free. How they will get advantage? Loss of money, gada. Thousands of crores you are losing. So if a software, dozens of people are involved and you are giving more salaries to them, you are investing crores of rupees and you are giving the product free. So what is the use of it? How you will get benefited there? Loss the company. Employee charges and you have to pay all the AC and other charges, building a rent and expenses are there, and you have to provide tiffin, tea, coffee, cool drink, whatever they are, you have to provide IT companies. And then you are releasing the software freely, how you will get benefited? React is open source, Angular is open source, Node.js is open source. How many people involved in building the product? Okay. Even the product is provided free of cost, there are some other sources available where the companies can get income. The first one, certifications. You are learning Java. If you want to have more value in the market, you must be a certified programmer. And you have to apply for certification examinations. You have to write it. OCJP, Oracle Certified Java Professional. There are different stages available. And what is the cost of each certification exam? Minimum 15,000 rupees. Minimum 15,000 rupees. Per year, throughout the world, crores of people will write the exam. And how much income they are getting? Each exam 10,000 అనుకోండి. Per year 1 crore people are writing. And they are earning 10,000 crores on examinations only. Least value we are giving. Then suppose I am a Java faculty, but I am not the developer of Java. I don't involved in Java development. I am a Java faculty. So how do I know Java? నాకు జావా ఎలా వచ్చింది? I must have learned from some person. And how that person learned Java? Some other person. Like that, when you take hierarchy, who is the first student of Java? Some person. From whom they are learning? From Sun Microsystems. Ante these Sun people, what they will do? How to use their softwares? They will provide the training sessions there. Okay. So what is the Java course for you? What is the Python course for you? How much they charged? 20,000. Okay. If you want to learn from the official website of Python, it is also not 20,000, it is 2,000, but dollars. $2,000. And 2,000 into 80. 1,60,000 something. In that way they will get. I want to learn core Java, connected to the Oracle website. So they will provide training. Oracle people will provide training on Java. Very valuable. But how much? Minimum 50,000 only for core Java. In Amirpet, core Java free. You can see many banners on the road. Oh no. So that's it. So through training they are providing. And suppose I am a business organization owner, and for my organization, I built an application using Java. While working with Java, there are some maintenance issues. There are some issues. Who has to resolve? Some people has to come. But you take a bike, you purchased one bike, 6 services free. After that, okay, even 6 services free, you have to pay for engine oil. But కావాలని ఒక వైర్ కట్ చేస్తాడు, సార్ this has gone, you have to give 1,000. So they will find some other sources where they can get income. Okay, like that, through certifications, through trainings, through maintenance, you will see you go to bigger colleges, not like normal engineering colleges, bigger colleges. They will invite Oracle people. Okay, give our students training on Oracle. Workshop center. If one Oracle person is coming, they have to pay at least some 25 to 50,000 for him. Or per day, they have to pay at least 15 to 20,000. With accommodation, with travel charges, everything. So per day, you are paying 10,000 to the company. Like that, many people, they are going to engineering colleges, they are going to IT organizations. IT organizations also, they provide trainings. So to provide trainings, they are paying there. Like that, there are several other sources where you can get. IPL telecasted free. Free and how many subscribers watched it? How many people watched it? Even a Bangladesh match also, crores of people watched it. How many advertisements they are getting? Per second, they are collecting lakhs for an advertisement. Chalu. They got their money there. So like that, there are some other sources where they can get income. And As we said, it provides customizable admin site. You can create and maintain administration related tasks. Middleware services, it will provide greater documentation. When you go to this website, djangoproject.com, how to build a project using Django, how to create models, how to create views, how many types of views are there, how to create templates, how to work with admin panel, how to work with sessions, how to work with cookies, everything step by step they will explain. Even they will provide you a sample project tutorial, how to build a sample application using Django. Like that, there are several other reasons available why we can use Django. So one of the most popular framework provided by Python to build web applications for computers and mobile devices, Django. What is Django? We can describe like this. Then in this MVC design pattern, what a model will do, what a view will do, what a template will do, the Django architecture, and how to start our first application using Django, the continuation we'll see in the tomorrow's session. Okay, na? Clear? Hmm? So just you go through that, and some other things about Django we'll see in the tomorrow's session. Right? Am I fun? Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, ma. So we'll continue tomorrow, right?
Hello.
Yeah, Arif, tell me.
Sir, good evening. Sir, actually, I'm asking to you,
Uh,
sir, what is the difference between microservice? Actually, in real time,
mm,
some friend asked to me, "Are you
mm.
know is a microservice?" Actually, Django is real-time project we are doing that. So, microservice, how is working? Could you please explain it?
Microservices means that what we can say,
Hmm. Particular model is work.
just 1 minute. Hello? Harsha. Harsha. So microservices means what is the meaning is a big task, it is divided into very small components, and these components they can be built individually. Instead of collaboration, you can build these components individually, and finally you can integrate them. That's why micro means very small.
Okay,
Generally real-time applications are very complex. So to
okay,
reduce the complexity, what we will do, we'll go for modularity. So each
okay,
module for a specific purpose. Still, you can divide it into smaller and smaller components. Each component a specific service. They are easy to build, and in the final stage, all are combined and integrated. That's what we call microservices.
okay, sir.
Okay, na?
Okay, so one thing I have a one doubt, sir.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Sir, actually Java person use a microservice. Okay. So
Hmm.
Python person which technology is similar just like a microservice or anything else.
No, no, the concepts are same, but the way of implementation different. They are same. They are available. REST
Okay.
API calls, different things available. The way of
Okay.
implementations, they are different.
Okay. Okay.
I will
Sir,
show
will
you. I
you
will
t
show you how
okay,
to work with them.
okay, okay, thank you. Sir, will you teach a REST framework API only
Huh?
are you teach
API
means
calls we
Django?
will see. I will show you
Okay,
how
okay,
to work with API calls, because in real time, even
okay.
the data source which we want to access, it may not be available in your system or in your network. It may be
Yeah, yeah.
located at some other website or somewhere. How to
Okay.
connect to an external source and get your data. Definitely, I will show you that.
Okay. Sir,
Okay.
one more question I have. If
Yeah.
you don't mind, sir.
No problem.
Actually, 3 months I am waiting for you, especially because there are a lot of options that time I was. but
Hmm.
till now I am waiting for you. So I'm asking to you, how much time will you take complete the Django course? Means just like means 1 month, 1.5 month.
Probably by next month, third week, we are going to complete.
Okay, not an issue. So
Max,
could
it
you?
is max.
Okay, means August end of the month. Am I right?
Yeah, we have students attending online, students attending offline. Many students are
Hmm.
here. Hmm.
Okay,
So
okay,
least means second week, max means third or fourth week will go to complete.
okay. Not an issue, sir. Anytime you are taken. But till one is that, sir. Suppose I am working, any doubt means just like I am
Definitely,
working the means in.
definitely. They have created a WhatsApp group. You ask the admin people to add your name there. In
Okay,
that group, any issues you have, you can post it and I will respond.